Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the final climactic round in the ESR Saturday Högtid series. No, I don't know how to pronounce that, nor do I know what it means, and I will never figure it out because you can't make me. You're not my dad. I am Cole McRae.
Daddy, chill.
Lars McRae, strike that, and we're joined by the wonderful but slightly tired. What's your name again?
I don't remember. I don't have a name.
God dang it!
I'm nameless.
Was it? Wait, no, you were Lars,
No,
right? Who was
yeah,
Lars?
no, yeah. Weren't you a K or something like Ken or no, not Ken.
Just say something Swedish and
Klaus.
we'll
Would it be
Klaus.
Klaus?
That's it. Yeah, we'll do that. But yes, as I said, this is the final round of the Swedish Högtid series on Saturday. I've had a couple drinks, so you know this is gonna be great. Um, but even not, this is like the final climactic round. We are at what is it was I don't recognize this track, but we got the Koenigsegg GT1s. Oh, I'm so hard for this series. I mean, well, yeah, I am. So that's the truth. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is gonna be so cool. These are some of my favorite cars in the entirety of Race Room. So good.
Sunday.
Monster Truck Rally. This is Scandinavian Raceway. That's right.
Is
Uh,
it?
yeah. So these cars have approaching 700 horsepower. I don't know
That's
what that
it?
is in kilowatts. And yeah, some like 1,200 kilograms of weight. So they got high numbers. John Spriggs, moly, setting best lap, qualifying P1. Not entirely sure why they're separated into classes because they're all the same car. But you know what? We just uh, we just shrug and move on, right?
Oh, cool.
What's up,
My name is Carlos Heinz.
Carlos Heinz? Oh, that's right. Well, you chose that last round, and I promptly ignored it. Shout out to Max Simmons P2 with maxed out McRacing Team
You
Audi in the
what?
Koenigsegg.
Wait a second. Run that team name by me again.
It's maxed out McRacing Team Audi.
Team Audi.
Yeah. We'll see. Spoiler
Huh.
alert. We're announced for the next season of the multi-class, in which case we're both Audis. So it's GT2s and GT4s, and we're both in Audis. So he looks like he's a little bit premature with his name change. It's okay. I forgive him. We's good friends. And I'm stoked for that. I can't wait. That sounds like a lot of fun. But yes, we're at Scandinavian Raceway, also known as Anderstorp, if I remember correctly. Well, I'm
I think
actually,
so.
it's probably Anderstorp, formerly known as Scandinavian Racer, right? That sounds right. Any case, who cares? You know, just grab a cup and join us. We got Mauricio Delgado for some reason. Nope,
I
just
like
kidding.
cups.
There he goes. He's not on the pit and on the pole anymore. The world's shortest safety lap or formation lap. We, as always, have a 20-minute. There we go. Green flags. We, as always, have a 20-minute first race followed by a 30-minute second race with a reverse grid. Oh, these Koenigsegg CCGTs sound fantastic with their
That's a
4
runway,
point.
actually.
What's that?
We're on a runway right now.
Yep. This is a really small um this is a really small track for these enormous cars with big power, so it's going to be quite fascinating.
Not gonna be as good as the NSUs.
Well, I mean, quite frankly, nothing is as good as those. We've got approximately 4 liveries between all of these, so you know, good luck determining who is who. I've given up long ago.
2, 3, and 4 and 5 are all the same. No, sorry, 2, 3, and 4 are all the same.
Yep. So good luck figuring who's who on that one. And then 6 is also the same. Personally, I prefer the dark green with light white accents, or with white accents. Breitling livery, that's personally my favorite. But, you know, to each his own, even if they're wrong. Ooh, we got a big slide from Pavel Stopinski, or Max Simmons, I mean, in front of Bertrand Barrier. The timing didn't update. These heavily banked corners. Martin Smith goes out, and so does, I choose to believe his name is Philip DeFranco. There we go, maxed out McRacing Team Audi represented by Max
Oh
Simmons.
god.
Going into the finishing flap 1 or 7.
Thanks, I hate it.
No problem. But these Koenigsegg's, like as I said, have are approaching 700 horsepower. I believe it's 690 something. That sounds about right. 1100 kilograms. These are beasts. Ooh, Max Simmons goes way wide trying to get a look around John Spriggs. Max just recently got a new computer. He was previously using a really old, or not really old, but moderately old gaming laptop that was on its last legs. It was heaving a deep sigh every time he loaded up a game. So he recently got some with an RTX 3070 or
I do
something like
that
that.
too when I wake up.
Well, yeah, but that's different. But he's made a market improvement in his racing, so now I'm gonna have to step stuff up because we're in the same team. Rip.
Well,
What's up?
there's a world update to, or for USA and what's it called? Microsoft Flight Sim.
Oh yeah, that was update number 2, I think, or 3. Yeah, it's been I downloaded that a while ago. It's good stuff. They just add a bunch of landmarks and stuff. You don't have to download those to use the game. Oh, James Butler going sliding and phasing out of existence. He must have gotten too close to the Large Hadron Collider. It
I hate it when I
happens.
do that.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Those stray tachyons can really fry your brain. And Eric S goes sliding too. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised we don't have more sliding. These cars with so much power and not a lot of room to really flex their muscles. God, they look good though. But anyway, those cars are not too keen on being controlled. Unfortunately enough, the Koenigsegg CCGT was never actually raced. And we're back. This is the recording that's just gonna haunt us forever, huh? Ooh, look at that Max Simmons getting a little bit of error on that curve there. This is take 11 million. We keep having computer and internet problems, so hopefully we'll get this figured out at some point. What in the heck was I saying? Oh yeah, these cars are pretty neat. Something like 1100 kilograms, 690 something horsepower, if I remember correctly. And unfortunately, they never raced. Was only a prototype because Christian von Koenigsegg was not super into racing. I mean, kind of respectable. It's a lot of expense for not very much, really anything. How do any race teams make money? Anyway, but it uses a 5-liter engine, actually taken from a Mustang of approximate same era, but then just bored out to 5 liters and absolutely gone ham on. So these are fun little things. Where were we? Oh yes, we got Phil DeFranco in the rear, John Spriggs in the front, and then a whole bunch of everything going on in between. Matt,
Yes, ma'am.
how would you pronounce the name of these cars? Ooh, Bertrand Barrier going
Koenigsegg.
way sliding. You say, what did you say?
Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg? Okay, alright, you pass more or less. That's acceptable. Martin Edmonds getting really bold on the ass of Mauricio Delgado. The two ESR legends are no short of or no strangers to controversy. We got a car in the wall, and Mauricio goes way wide. Ooh, they try to avoid that stopped car. That was a horrible place to have an accident. Looks like it's Bertrand Barrier. Oh no, another car right behind him into the wall. That is terrible luck. Oh wow, David Fight in the in that, I don't know what number car that is, but it's a Koenigsegg, and that is rough. To be sure, Anderstorp is ooh, Luciano Ichazo rubbing
Oh boy.
shoulders with Mauricio Delgado as they go into the
That looks
circuit
like
the turn after
netcode.
the race. What? Okay, the turn after the airfield line, the airstrip, and Max Simmons is not at all letting John Spriggs have any breathing room. He's keeping on the pressure.
Hey, stay away from
What?
that.
No, can't make me.
Daddy, chill.
Mommy, sorry.
What the hell is even that?
What the hell is even that? What? What is that? What the
What is
fuck is
that
that?
pile?
Yeah, Max Simmons
A
doing a
jelly
maxed out
donut, sir.
Max Simmons doing maxed out McRacing Team Audi, a good doing us right. Even though it's not an Audi, but it's close enough. You know,
Jeez, if you're
German.
picking this, if you're taking this in this series, then you're gonna dominate.
Yeah, it'll be good. Oh, Derek S going for another slide. That's the second
Which
to
way does
last
the track
corner.
go?
It goes well. He's facing the correct way at the end. Max Simmons under with a bold move on the outside of John Spriggs. It's not gonna happen. Maybe get an undercut. I don't know. That's a really
Hang on a
shallow
second.
undercut.
Did I miss something? Why is next guy 7.4 seconds behind?
Because Martin's slow.
I knew it.
Martin Smith, meanwhile, undertaking exactly the same battle on Steve Davidson. It's a battle for 6th place. Man, there should be more like GT1 action going on in racing sims. John Barker having a move on the outside of that long carousel-esque corner. Not going to happen though. Oh, that's right. It's not Breitling. It's Bremont. That's right. Whoops.
Nice.
There are more watchmakers sponsoring racing teams than I
Yeah,
could
why is
ever.
there so many watchmakers?
Well, I mean, it kind of intuitively makes sense. Like, you know, racing is a lot of it depends on the timing of everything and stuff, and that makes sense. But like,
I
there's
thought
so
I was gonna
many,
say money.
so many. Also money, yeah. Johnny Chauso making a move on Marisa got around the outside of turn 1. Ooh, now with a cutback. I did not expect that to work. With the heavy banking of those curves, I would expect that to be really hard to make a move. But Chauso almost made it happen. He's not gonna be on the inside for the next turn after the airstrip. Which one is which? Great question. And meanwhile, Max Simmons has not let up on John Spriggs even a little bit. Looks like Martin Smith got by John Barker. Well, actually, that would have been Barker getting by Martin Smith, who then took the position back, I think. Ooh, Delgado and Ichaso have been side by side for almost the entire lap, but Ichaso finally gets it done. Good job for the Argentinian driver. Arguably, these guys are in the same team, so I don't quite know why they're fighting so hard.
Because why not?
Truth.
I mean, Mercedes F1 team did that.
Well, that's a whole other separate issue, isn't it? Although Mauricio wants his position back, he said, "Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask for a refund on that exchange." But Ichaso closes the door on him and almost spins it, and Mauricio almost spins it. I mean, but Mauricio's able to keep it off the wall and more or less in fighting form. I didn't see too much damage or anything, or I mean, looks like maybe a little bit shaken, but that's it. Max Simmons now. I don't even know what corner that it was. I was going to hazard a guess, but I honestly don't recognize that even a little bit. I just got to vent my frustration just a little bit. One of the greatest mistakes in the development of this game, Race Room, is when they... Because these cars didn't even used to be in the GT1 class. They used to be their own class.
GTX.
GTX, which was a fantastic class, they when they kind of realized they had a GT1 and a GTX class, and you know you kind of might as well combine them because neither class is that popular. Um, well, it's a double like stage shame because ooh, Maximin's getting really close on the brakes, but keeps it off. Very nice. Ooh, but John Spriggs gets a little bit squirrely on the exit, although he keeps it together. But anyway, what I was saying is that they merged the GTX and GT1 classes. So previously there was a Ford Maytech GT1, which is one of the best sounding cars of all time. And that was in GT1, and they had the Celine S7 GT1. Although maybe Maximin's gonna go on the outside, we don't get to see it though. That's okay. But then the GTX class had the Koenigsegg, the Pagani Zonda R Competizione, the Gumpert Apollo, and the Roof CTR3, if I remember correctly. And Maximin's got by, so he, through some work, was able to make the move on John Spriggs and end up in first place. But yeah, so they combined them, and they made two mistakes with that. One, the first mistake was they got rid of the GTX class. I argue, why not just have both, right? Por qué no los dos? Because the GTXs were slightly faster and beholden to no real life regulations. They were actually really competitive with LMP2s, just in another direction. But then also they combined the classes except for the Zonda R. They spun that off into its own class, and I wonder why. That was such a fun car to drive, but now no one drives it because it's in its own class. Damn shame, especially when it's slower than the GT1s. Never know. Anyway, John Spriggs is having to plan out his counterattack. Ditto from Mauricio Delgado. We're having some parallelism going on. That's a literary device for you high school students.
What's the break? Oh,
Ooh, Luciano Chazo gets really sideways. That was epic. Unfortunately, Mauricio Delgado, with Anderstorp being such a tight track, wasn't able to make too much good on it, but is still alongside. And ditto for Steve Davidson. Was there a glitch in the Matrix? Did they change something? Okay, no, they didn't. They're not
oh,
side
they're
by
just that
side.
good.
Well, I was just saying that because I got deja vu. Oh, wow! Huge aggression from Luciano Chasso as Mauricio Delgado tries to go on the inside of third to last corner, I believe. Although Delgado's not keen on letting up the pressure, he's going to just push and push and push until either he gives, his car does, or the opponent or their car does. Look at that, searching for every avenue. He's ducking, dipping, diving, and dodging.
There you go, you got it in the end.
Like I said, I've had a few drinks. I want to do a thing where, and it doesn't really matter what sim we use, but I got the idea from Mario Kart, where basically you have to take a drink every time you complete a lap, and there's no drinking and driving, so you got to stop and then take a drink and then keep on going. But we should do it in a sim where it's like actually difficult, and I think that'd be really fun to do. Maybe on, I don't know, April Fools or something.
That'll be hilarious.
Wait, there are some people in this community, esr-race.org, by the way, who can't drink. How hard do you think it would be to bribe some of their parents, right? Oh no, Bertrand Barrier's day goes from bad to worse. He finds himself in the wall, and that's gonna put him down to only 11th. Wow, I thought it'd be higher than that.
Geez, big field.
You know, kids are asking all the wrong questions. Why does every kid want like a Nerf gun or a friggin' PlayStation 5 or something for Christmas? They should be asking for booze. Like, wait, can I say that? Is that legal?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? It's a free country. Well, not yours. You live in Canada, but my country's free. Yeah, if I was smart as a kid, I would have asked for like tequila or something for Christmas. Because Santa has to do it. It's by law, by Christmas law.
Oh Lord.
Dude, don't even get me started on Christmas law. I've been watching Daredevil. I know how the law works. Wink, wink.
Do you now?
Yeah, Matt Murdock, he's a freaking legal genius. He's flying high. He's a legal eagle. So shout out to Legal Eagle, the YouTube channel. They're fantastic. We're not sponsored, but I wish we were. So this Martin Smith's only a half a second out. Oh, just kidding. That's Mauricio Delgado. Never mind. I fooled you. That was a test and you failed. Dude, Matt, Sony's having a sale on their friggin' like pinnacle line of home theater speakers, and I really want to get a set.
What?
They're like 60% off, my dude. I could save like almost $1,000. Ooh, Mauricio Delgado with a huge slide on the exit of turn third to last. I think that's like turn 8 or something. Wasn't this the first? Wasn't this track the host or the site of the first ever NSU Sunday Funday? No, that was Red Bull Ring. Wait, was it the first?
Yes.
Was it the first ever NSU season finale?
No, it wasn't the finale.
Oh. Well, it has to be somewhere in between then. Pavel Stepinski hovering around in 9th place. These cars are a handful. Kind of gave some insight into their specs earlier, but modern GT3 drivers, they've never had it so good. These GT1s have no traction control and no anti-lock brakes either. So this almost 700 horsepower and this on this tiny track is these drivers having to control themselves. It's pretty astonishing.
Ooh, it gets sketchy whenever they break.
That was pretty sketchy. I was just gonna say, ooh, Martin Smith. Ooh, Mauricio Delgado's got to be careful. They're going on the second to last corner, and yep, he's gonna complete it. I mean, he's got a pretty damaged Koenigsegg though, so you might have to be a little extra defensive. Mauricio Delgado on the inside, getting really aggressive on the last turn. They bump, no damage. What is he doing? Looks like he's getting a little bit sideways because of the raw power. I think the
Lost
engines are
that feel.
naturally aspirated, so I don't think it was any turbo lag.
I believe they are twin charged.
Well, the stock car, you know, uh, the street car was twin supercharged. I don't think the race car was. I think that was natural.
What a shame.
That's one thing I wish that we could go back to. I mean, yeah, I get it. It makes it safer and easier or whatever, but I think we should remove all sorts of assists from race cars. Ooh, there's a car missing most of its front half. John Spriggs passes it. I think that might be Pavel Stepinski. Oh no, probably Phil DeFranco. We got a flash of the headlights from Max Simmons as he crosses the finish line. What a result. We're now focusing on Martin Smith for some reason. Yeah, I think we should get rid of all. I think we should simplify racing as much as possible. I think we should say no traction control, no ABS. Well, by simplifying racing, I mean simplifying the driver's interaction. So no traction control, no ABS. I mean, I won't say you have to have manual transmissions, but I say if you gotta have sequential, it's gotta be a freaking, you know, lever, a sequential lever. None of these stupid paddle garbage. Makes it too easy. You gotta keep your head on a swivel. And then I'll see you could have traction or not traction, power steering and power brakes, of course. But I mean, what is this, IndyCar? But nothing more than that. There we are, race 1 results. Max Simmons finishing first. John Spriggs picking up the fastest lap by just over 3/10 or 3/100ths of a second. Good job to our racers. Martin Edmonds falling shortly behind, along with Luciano Ciaso and Martin Smith. That's all I saw. So as we've kind of said, this next race will be 30 minutes, just a smidgen longer. And I can't wait to see how this reverse grid ends up playing into the chaos. I'm excited, Matt. What about you? Alright, sounds good. Did I lose internet again? Nope. Matt, are you there? Well, he's dead. In any case, ESR has a new opening for a commentator. So if you have any interest, send a resume to I'm better commentator than Matt Higgs was at esr-race.org, and we can get you set up. So race 2, 30 minutes. The last race of the entire season. It all comes down to this. I have no clue what the stakes are, but they're going to be good. And we're green flags waving. Most of the competitors taking the Bremont green livery, the best one, obviously. And Bertrand Barrier gets off to immediately good start. And while the same cannot be said for David Feit, who finds himself in 11th, which is the best number, but not the best spot in this case. We got a car off in the back. I think it might be David Feit. Not entirely sure. Max Simmons almost got overtaken, maybe it looked like, but he got it back. John Barker taking a position for Martin Smith. Pavel Stupinski in second, thanks to that reverse grid start. Steve Davidson's all over his hiney, though. We'll have to see how that works out, if at all. Martin Edmonds keen to make positions up as he always does, getting a pass done on Luciano Ciaso. That was very clean. Ciaso tried to slide in the door at the last second, didn't end up working out. We got, I believe that's John Spriggs in the background. Yes, it is. Getting out of shape. John Barker making a move on Steve Davidson, but isn't able to get it completed. Although Davidson gets a little slidey on the last corner, but not enough. So almost immediately, Bertrand Barrier, our first, our pole sitter, is making up almost 2 seconds on the next in line, Pavel Stupinski. So he's clearly got an advantage over his Polish rival. The same could not be said for John Barker, who is being hounded on both sides. Well, he's hounding Steve Davidson, but Martin Smith behind is hounding him. And Martin Edmonds is Battle of the Martins. Ooh, we can see Martin Smith getting really out of shape on that curb. These cars hate the curbs. They're way too low. They bottom out almost on any bump. Interesting. For those of you who have any familiarity with the Race 07 or Race On, we got Martin Edmonds going off, or that's John Barker actually. That green Bremont Koenigsegg is off in the weeds. Can't really tell where he went after that, sadly. At least on the frame. Martin Edmonds, one of our organizers, tends to do well in these Saturday series, rather, and is fighting his way up from 5th. The one thing I love about these cars where there are no anti-lock brakes is that they're pretty squirrely. With the anti-lock brakes, normally they have per brake modulation, so they can control the flow of brake pressure to wherever they need to. With these, not so much. You can control your one pedal and that's it. Martin Emmons did a beautiful pass around the inside of John Barker. Almost think Barker might have made a mistake, but it didn't look like it didn't look like it at first. David Fight continuing to fall. I wonder if he might end up retiring. It's possible. I won't try to jinx him. So I got Martin Emmons going around the inside of Martin Smith as well. It's Martin on Martin action. And Smith just kind of gave it up. Maybe he's going to try and hope for a cutback on the final turn, but that seems pretty unlikely. Whoa, as they say that, we got Lucian Chausen maybe spinning out John Barker. Yes, it looks like he has. That is not good. Matt, how do you say not good in Swedish? What insight? I never thought to think about it that way. Glad to have you here, Matt. Martin Smith wanting to get that position back from Martin Emmons, though. He wants to be the superior Martin. We might see the blood of the innocent Martins spilled by the hand of Martin. That was a reference to you Daredevil fans out there. Interesting fun fact in this GT1 class, not this. I mean, not the Koenigsegg GT1s, but all the GT1s in Race Room. Ford makes the engines for most of them. The GT obviously uses a Ford engine. The Celine uses a Ford 7-liter engine. I don't remember if it's been modified in displacement after the factory. And then the Koenigsegg uses a Ford-based 5-liter V8. That leaves only the Ferrari. Sorry, not the Ferrari. It leaves the Gumpert and the Zonda as the only two that are not. Oh, and the Rough. Oh, and the Nissan. So it's about 50-50. Still though, 50-50, not a bad result. All those brakes, those very aggressive brake pads, approaching the camera almost sounds like fireworks are going on. Martin Smith trying to make another move of Martin Emmons. Going to get a cutback on the carousel. Can safely say I've never seen that done before. And John Spriggs has found his way back up into 7th. So I don't know why I said back, but he's found his way up into 7th. The front runners are not finding it so easy to get out front this race as they did last. Oh, that's Bertrand Barrier, our first place pole sitter, ends up spinning around. Not entirely sure why it still says he's in first. As Martin Emmons does battle with, I believe it's Steve Davidson. We just got a whole mess of cars going on right here as we enter this lap. We got another car spun out in the back. That might be John Barker. No, it's Bertrand Barrier again. Ah, prodigious fall from 1st to 9th. That is a crying shame. Martin Smith still hot on the tail of, this time, Steve Davidson, actually. Wait. Yeah, that's correct. So Edmonds actually also got past Steve Davidson when I wasn't looking. But lest you forget, John Spriggs is right behind him. It's going to take some sort of a miracle, which he might be putting into action. No, he's not. That's a lot of green Koenigsegg's. Maddie. Okay. Mets did. Seriously, we need some of those job apps in. Our only condition is your salary requirement must be 0. Sorry, it's a technicality. Ooh, an incredibly bold move by Luciano Ichasto. Looks like he outbroke himself. Ended up hitting the back of John Spriggs. And also giving Steve Davidson a little bit of a nick. Looks like he didn't end up too badly out of that, though. Steve Davidson ended up losing a position to John Spriggs, who now finds himself in 4th place. John Spriggs hot on the tail of Martin Smith now. The Martins have made their way up to 2nd place and 3rd place respectively. So when I wasn't looking, they must have done something really interesting. Ooh, we got Smith getting really sideways on the accelerator. With all that power and these really tight corners, it can be a handful to handle this car on this track. At least I assume. I've never done it myself. Audience, which livery is your favorite? We got the green Breitling, we got the orange, black, and gray ice livery, ironically enough, for being orange. We got the yellow livery, which I don't think is Puma, but it could be. It's Wix. My bad. And I thought we had a red one as well. So yeah, comment below with your favorite livery. I guarantee we might possibly read it. Max Simmons climbing out up the ladder, albeit slowly. Qualified last, and has made his way up to 7th, which is not bad. Not as fast as I think he would have liked, especially considering that Delgado and Barry are right there behind him. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see how this pans out. Looks like Martin Emmons has gotten separated from Martin Smith a little bit by John Spriggs, who we see entering or exiting frame right there. Man, that's a bummer. I was actually kind of hoping to talk to Matt about the Assetto Corsa challenge that we have on Sundays. Oh well. See, my hope was that we would bring him back from the dead by uttering his favorite phrase. Just kidding, that's not actually his favorite phrase that I know of. So Max Simmons is actually under fire from Bertrand Barrier, the person who spun many times. It looks like his car didn't assume too much damage from those impacts. Or, I guess excursions is a more proper word. But still, it's kind of crazy. John Spriggs up into 3rd, in spite of that. I think Koenigsegg should have tried again with the CCGT, except for instead of using a CCX. Ooh! Martin Emmons getting really wide in the last corner. Instead of using a CCX, they used an Agera, which is just basically a CCX, but a little more refined, a little more understated, a little more aggressive kind of thing. Oh, we got a car spin around. That's Luciano Chasso. Oh no, his good fight, ended up breaking up just with an errant maneuver. Looks like John Spriggs might be able to capitalize. I wonder if Martin Edmonds ahead might have gotten distracted by the spinning Ichazo. Suppose we'll have to see. Well, actually, we probably won't know. We can theorize though. And a nice move by Spriggs on Edmonds. Or if that's yeah, it was a move on him regardless. Looks like Edmonds might have a little bit of trouble. Martin Smith is also having a look. Although Edmonds gets really wide, in spite of knowing there's a car to his outside. And it looks like no harm, no foul, but that could have been sketchy as all hell. Side note, Martin, I think we should start setting up funeral proceedings for Matt Higgs. He's clearly been gotten to by the Yakuza. I know it's strange, but we all knew it was going to happen eventually, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. Looks like somewhere along the lines, Mauricio Delgado also fell to 9th place. Not entirely sure what's going on there. I mean, he's no stranger to a smidgen of bad luck, so wouldn't be entirely shocking. Pavel Stupinski holding off John Spriggs. He's in Stupinski's in the green Bremont livery. He's got about 4.5 seconds left behind to Spriggs, so that's a good buffer, but not infinite time. That's the thing with these wide cars on this narrow track. You're satisfying what engineers call maximum material condition. There's you have the least possible opportunity to get by your supposed goal, as Martin Smith shows by taking a little bit extra, using the off-road to its advantage. Bertrand Barrier clawing his way up through the field, now into 7th. He's doing a good job. He was down in 10th last we saw, I believe. That red, white, and blue livery can only be driven by either an American or a Frenchman, but given the car's frequent use of white, I think it must be French. If only Matt was here to hear that. I think I have to re-recite that when he gets back, of course. Man, I got so many questions for Matt, but he's dead, legally speaking. He's a potato. I mean, I just realized Zach Hemstrom isn't here. Kind of surprised. I believe he's been in every race so far, but didn't have the ability to make the last one, I suppose. Bertrand Barrier watching Max Simmons do battle with Steve Davidson. Simmons' upward progress was halted a little while ago, or at least put a damper on. But when he made quick work of Steve Davidson, Bertrand Barrier just kept in the tow and followed him through. Riding the coattails a little bit. That's a smart choice. Martin Smith might actually have a move on Martin Edmonds. He's got the draft. He's alongside. They are too wide. Now they're coming into the first corner after the airfield. So that's turn 3. But Martin Edmonds isn't giving him an inch. Ooh, he gets a little bit of the curb and goes sliding. That's going to cost him on the straight. And yep, sure enough, Edmonds is back in front by the next one. Smith is a little bit frazzled, it seems. He's struggling to keep it consistent in the first sector of the next lap. We'll have to see if he can kind of corral himself in order to put the hurt back on. He's got plenty of time, slightly over 10 minutes or 11 minutes to plan something out. There is ample opportunity. Unfortunately, the best passing area is definitely it's definitely this turn they're going on to now. I believe it's turn 3. Wait, what? Well, it's the airfield turn. This is actually the last turn. My apologies. But the next turn, which is turn 1, and the one after that, turn 2, should have them on the airstrip. And this is by far the best passing opportunity. Unfortunately, it's banked, so the best line is predetermined basically. So it's hard to make a run on that. You basically got to hope for a draft, but it's a short airfield, so there's not a lot of time to get draft. The second opportunity is on the last corner, and we've seen people get bold. That's, like I said, it's a lot easier to get an advantage on that turn. However, it's very squirrely, especially with these cars. Not hard at all to get them spun around. We've seen that happen several times in the last 2 races alone. So Martin Smith got a little bit off track, caused a little dirt cloud to come up. That's going to halt his progress on the Canadian Martin, or I guess they're both Canadian, but the other Martin. Which Martin is more Martin, do you think? Well, I think seeing as Martin Edmonds is giving me, ooh, Max Simmons getting really slidey, trying to catch it to Bertrand Barrier. But anyway, seeing as Edmonds is our Lord and Savior, I feel like it's a little bit harder to talk slag about him. So maybe I'll have to direct it at Smith. Sorry, Martin Smith. It's nothing personal. I just know where my checks came from. Just kidding. I don't get paid. That's each time that black and orange livery car passes by, I think it grows on me a little bit more. Their ice livery, I think it is. But certainly not. Martin Smith is catching Edmonds just slowly but surely. But as Grandma Clarkson of Jeremy Clarkson fame once said, catching up is one thing, getting past is quite another. It adds a whole nother layer of complexity, so we'll have to keep an eye on them as they battle for fourth. And as you say that, Martin Smith gets ever closer to Edmonds in front. I wonder if Edmonds might be struggling a little bit with pressure, or maybe he's had a long day or something, because they're right there almost within a quarter of a second. Smith is now right on Edmonds' tail. Can't wait to see how this works out. So far, nothing. Oh, Smith gets really close. I thought he might even had a move around the second to last corner, or third to last corner. That would have been not very smart in my opinion, and I think he agreed, but it did look like he was going to go for it for a second. By the end of this race and this season, we should know who is the one true Martin. Although it looks like Edmonds got the worst out of the final corner, and that means Smith is going to go around the outside. Normally that'd be a bad thing, but with the banking, you can kind of use it to build some speed. And sure enough, he's out of there. In spite of Edmonds having the draft, Smith he's gone. He's gone, mate. He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah? Is he alive?
Oh yeah, I'm alive.
Nice. You just got in time. You just got back in time for the last 5 minutes. Coincidence? I think not. No, I'm just kidding. We're just talking about how nice your ass is. Me and the audience.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I will be able to finish this.
What? There's only 5 minutes left. You're gone for this whole race. All right, I forgive you. Oh, John Spriggs into the back of Pavel Stupinski. That was hot. It got steamy in here. That's cool, Matt. You leave. You leave whenever you need to, buddy. I'll just make sure the world knows. He.
Can't we just like pause and then keep going tomorrow?
Tomorrow, but there's only 5 minutes left, dude.
It's fun.
I'll just handle it on my own. No big deal. We got Bertrand Barrier going around the inside of Martin Edmonds. Looks like, ooh, wow. That battle with Smith really got nasty after Smith got by when I wasn't looking. But yeah, seriously, man, you do what you need to do, man. I'll just finish this up. I don't want to have to sync. We've already got like 3 clips to sync. I don't want to have to sync anymore. So they're saying about a 1 minute and 30 lap, which is kind of huge. I thought it'd be like a sub 1 minute lap for this track, with these cars especially. But I guess they don't get a whole lot of space to flex their muscle. Hey Matt, are you there? And he's gone, Mike.
I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Have you ever heard of a Sling TV, Matt?
No.
No. Never mind then. I just got a notification that they're having a sale. I didn't know I don't even know what that is. But I might do it anyway. Cause fuck it. So Pavel Stupinski's actually kind of checked out with 2.5 minutes to go. He's run away from John Spriggs just a little bit. All the gaps have kind of gotten obnoxiously wide, annoyingly, so we can't really have anything interesting to say. But you know, take him as you find him. Well, as I say that, John Spriggs is caught right up to Pavel Stupinski. Looks like Pavel has made some mistakes in the last lap. I couldn't really tell just by looking at it, but they're having a time. Holy crap, Matt. John Spriggs has just taken advantage of Pavel making a huge mistake and is now side by side and actually passed him through a banked tight section. Did not expect that at all.
Incredible.
Well, that was not what I was going to say. What I was really going to say is semi-related. You let me know. Walgreens. Do they have Walgreens in Canada?
No.
Oh, well, it's a drugstore. You know what a drugstore is? Like,
Yep.
like a Rite Aid. They're having, and you might want to brace yourself for this. They're having a sale on Ferrero Rocher, right? You know what Ferrero Rocher is, right? Wow, man, you really lived a sheltered life, huh?
No, I
I'm
know
so.
what they are. I'm trying to brush my teeth, and you keep calling me back to the microphone.
Hey, I mean, you didn't say that. You brush your teeth. It'll be fun. And meanwhile, Bertrand Barrier will be under attack from Pavel Stupinski, who fell to 4th place when I wasn't looking. Am I a terrible commentary? No. I just get distracted by Ferrero Rocher. Leave me alone. Free Britney. Actually, wait, you don't need to do that. She's already free again, huh? Allegedly. And we got a car going off in the back. It might be Martin Edmonds? I think so, considering how nothing changed. Oh, Bertrand Barrier goes sliding off. Ooh, he might, well, 2.5 seconds? I don't think that he's going to lose that much time. Especially as the clock ticks down to 0. We'll have to see. Checkered flags are waving. That must mean John Spriggs has crossed the line, I believe. He found himself back in 1st place just in time. Meanwhile, Mauricio Delgado has found himself at least in the running order next to Luciano Chelsea, who's been fighting with this entire race. Oh, he makes a really bold dive under Steve Davidson at the end, last second, and gets it done. We didn't get to see if there's any contact, but so far he's doing a little bit of a weavy dance, and that's it. So there we go. John Spriggs, Martin Smith, Bertrand Barrier, Pavel Stupinski, Martin Edmonds in our top 5, Max Simmons, John Barker, Mauricio Delgado, Steve Davidson, Luciano Chelsea in our top 10, and then David Fight, Eric S., John Butler, and uh, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it.
No.
Nope. 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 I'm not gonna say anything. Nope. Not gonna do it.
And that concludes our
It does
series.
indeed. That what an exciting result. You can visit esr-race.org to see any more other series that we do all over the place. Sargento Cheese by Cheese. Just kidding, we're not sponsored. Yeah, visit us, esr-race.org. There's a link in the description. Also, we have a Discord. We do all sorts of racing, so join us there. I mean, this is our kind of a more fun series. So, you know, we range heavily in skill, and we look forward to seeing you on the track. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Monsieur Higgs?
We will see them on the track. There's no option.
It's true. Do it. We know where you live. The
Very
ninjas are
true.
on their way as we speak. Anyway,
Don't
I've
tell
been.
them, not ninjas.
Oh, sorry. Uh, rabid killer bunnies.
Yep, I'm good for that.
Okay, sounds good. Anyway, I've been Cole McRae. I mean, Lars. I mean, who cares? That's.
You were Carl.
Oh, it's Carl. That's right. I'm having an identity crisis. I've been watching too many superhero films. But anyway, I've been Carl. That's been Lars. Your name was Lars. That's right. And look forward to seeing you there next time. Bye
Goodbye.
bye.